One of the most famous pilgrim places in Chamoli is the Anusuya Devi Temple, dedicated to goddess Sati. It is located 30 kilometers away from Sapta. It is located in the lap of Himalayas, which attracts the pilgrims. Distance by a kilometer or so, and left us at the starting point of the trek, where there was a bridge over a hilly stream. The temple of Ansuya Devi was 4 or 5 kilometers away from here, so we started trekking slowly. An open meadow in the middle of the mountains, and the temple of Anusuya Devi also became visible. It was basically a small village built around the temple. As usual, the temple has the traditional structure of these hill temples, but many of the parts seem to have been renovated recently. After some time at Ansuya Devi, we started moving up again. This trail is less frequented by people and covered with dense foliage. It took around an hour to cover this part, and finally we reached the waterfalls mentioned at the beginning of this post. The first fall was beautiful, but it was a faux finale. We were told to move on. After crossing the stream created by the waterfall and hiking for 5 more minutes, we finally got a glimpse of the actual Atri Muni fall. It was a thin but pretty steep fall, creating a bright green pool at the bottom. The real adventure begins now. The actual shrine of Atri Muni is located behind the fall, and real devotees must take a round of the fall. We climbed a few rocks, an iron chain has been installed here to provide support, and then crawled through that rock along with some local devotees. The last part of this trek, 10 feet at last, is a bit tricky to reach the mountain on which Atri Muni's cave is located. Yes, quite difficult, or can say tricky, because you have to crawl between 2 rocks to reach the cave or behind this beautiful waterfall. If that is not enough, the route to the back of the fall goes through a narrow 10-inch opening on the edge of the gorge. Everyone must crawl through it. This waterfall is on the Amrit Ganga River, which originates from a natural water source. Atri Fall is famed both for its beauty and as a valuable water source for Gopishwar city. Atri Muni Ashram and fall is becoming famous day by day among nature and adventure lovers. Atri Muni Cave is beside the Atri Fall, and Atri Muni made this place a place for his salvation and meditation. He was a great sage and one of the Sapta Rishi. Atri Muni was the husband of Mata Ansuya. At present, this cave is worshipped as the temple of Atri Muni. The mythology of this place is that it believed to be the only holy place in the world where devotees circumambulate around the Amrit Ganga River, or Atri Fall, as a mark of reverence. It was not that hard after the crawl. The small shrine is located just after that, and then we walked right behind the waterfall, and then climbed down to the starting point through a longer route. This last part was slightly difficult, because we had removed the shoes before the crawl and were walking over the stones. Anyway, we were done in quick time after that and started returning.